She's the first diamond ever mentioned in the series and the second one ever seen. She commands Homeworld's military and is in charge of its geo-weapons. From her history, to her skills, to the actual stone itself, we're continuing our gem series and covering it all. I'm Kris Carr, and today I'm talking to you about Yellow Diamond from Steven Universe. Before we dive into the Diamond Authority, I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors on Patreon, especially Super Nerd Sponsor of the Day, Kevin Brown. Thanks to you, Gems, we get to keep the lights on! Head on over to our Patreon page and see if a donation tier works for you. We'll thank you with shout-outs, behind-the-scenes looks, and more. If swag is all you're after, check out our link to TeePublic. They have shirts for any and all fandoms, and we've even handpicked some of our Steven Universe favorites for y'all. On to Yellow!
Fine. Let's just get on with it, shall we?
The Diamonds are the gem matriarchs of Homeworld. This distinguished grouping of gems make up the Great Diamond Authority, which governs Homeworld and all its outlying colonies. The authority consists of Yellow Diamond, Blue Diamond, Pink Diamond, and White Diamond. Today, we're all about Yellow, who is voiced by living legend Patti LuPone. She's won, all the awards, man. I was researching her. She won 2 Emmys, she won 2 Tonys, she won 2 Olivier Awards.
Did she win any diamonds?
She has so many diamonds! She's rich, bitch! Yellow has existed for thousands of years, and over the millennia, has accrued a great amount of respect amongst gems. But the same way totalitarian leaders gain respect, through fear and force.
Yellow Diamond. The most perfect, the most reasonable, rational, efficient decider ever to exist in the universe.
You're really loyal to her, aren't you?
When we finally meet Yellow Diamond, we learn that this respected and powerful leader known for her military prowess and rational nature is in fact a spiteful, vindictive, rage-fueled gem. Yellow is blunt and likes to get to the point. Her temper is lethal, and the slightest whiff of disrespect will set her off. She chooses to deal with this sort of disobedience and disorder with violence and aggression. She believes fully in the gem's caste system. And why wouldn't she? She's top tier. It's easy to agree with policies that don't negatively affect you and only negatively affect others. Yellow strictly follows Homeworld's customs, and, like many Homeworld gems, views mixed fusions as abominations. Even when Steven fuses with Connie for Stevani, Yellow freaks out. She poofs the crystal gems and locks Steven and Connie away for their own good. She's even attacked fellow Diamond Blue Diamond when she felt Blue was going against White Diamond's wishes.
This is what White Diamond expects of all of us. We all must make sacrifices for the sake of our perfect empire.
That being said, we do see a gem who gives her subordinates multiple chances to prove themselves, even after multiple failures. We see this with Peridot. She's also very close with the other diamonds and is more willing to be honest with them. After the supposed shattering of Pink Diamond, Yellow tries to shove all of her feelings down and keep focus on the Diamond Authority's intergalactic expansion. She tells Blue she wants to start looking forward and stop looking back. Because of Yellow's grieving process, she doesn't understand why Blue spends so much time working to preserve Pink Diamond's legacy. In fact, part of why Yellow seems so hell-bent on destroying the Earth, a place with perfectly good resources for the DA, she wants to destroy the planet, as it reminds her of Pink. Yellow fears she gave Pink too much responsibility too soon, and this makes her feel like she had some part in Pink's shattering.
We need to put that planet and this whole debacle behind us.
Why can't you just let me grieve?
Yellow, like the other diamonds, adored Pink. So Steven being Pink and not being Pink is truly tricky for them to navigate. Yellow Diamond suddenly shows genuine concern and affection for Steven once she learns that he bears Pink Diamond's gem. Yellow is so used to bottling up her own feelings that when she admits that she's miserable under White's oppressive, perfectionist ruling, she starts sobbing and thinks Blue is using her emotion-projecting powers on her.
Stop it, Blue. Stop using your power on me.
I'm not.
That is heartbreaking. The fact that she's finally allowing herself to be vulnerable and feel her feelings leads her to believe she's being forced to do so. This is why many believe Yellow Diamond's personality and powers represent physical abuse. Physical abusers tend to be victims themselves, emotionally detach themselves from situations, and use force to keep themselves in positions of power. In Change Your Mind, we really explore the toxic nature of the Diamond family, which is held together by a textbook narcissist, White Diamond. Yellow and Blue, with help from Steven, are able to stand up for themselves and explain how White makes them feel. Well, it takes a while for White to understand this, and some mind control to boot. The Diamonds eventually have a healthier relationship with one another, where they're allowed to express themselves and be less focused on perfection and power. Speaking of powers, Yellow has a really interesting set of skills. Like your standard gem, Yellow has enhanced strength, speed, endurance, and durability. However, she's much more powerful than your run-of-the-mill gem. I mean, look at her. She towers over other gems. She's bigger than a lot of fusions we've seen in the series. We see her lift Blue Diamond's ship with one hand, and she doesn't get a scratch when the cluster slams into her shuttle and grounds it. She's a remarkable space pilot, and helms a vessel that only she is capable of controlling. Well, until Bismuth, Peridot, and Lapis get their hands on it. Also, dang, that sounds like someone with serious trust issues. You don't want anyone driving your ride? I guess that's cool. But making it so literally no one can? I would just hide my keys if I was that uptight.
If you don't want to be in a bubble for the next few millennia, I suggest you let me do the talking.
An ability unique to diamonds would be their aura projection. Now, these are auras that they can project around themselves and are completely in control of. This is an offensive ability that's able to defend them from physical and mental attacks. Yellow's aura, shocker, is yellow and looks like clusters of electricity. This energy aura can generate incredibly powerful electrical currents around her entire body and be projected from her fingertips. This is so powerful that it actually destabilizes another gem's physical form. This power is confirmed in the episode Change Your Mind, where we also learn that her powers can throw off how long it takes a gem to reform. Yellow's aura can also fire as a beam or psychic blast. I mentioned that Yellow's aura could help her from mental attacks. By that, I mean it helps give her resistance to psychic attacks. Her aura shields her from telepathic abilities. Additionally, she's able to locate others on the mental plane when they aren't in physical proximity to her. Yellow is also capable of light destabilization and corruption induction. This was an our powers combined combo hit that required the powers of yellow, blue, and white, and was intended to obliterate the crystal gems on Earth after they allegedly shattered their sister Pink Diamond. However, the attack had a different effect and merely corrupted all gems caught in its path. Later, in Change Your Mind, the four diamonds would rally together to reverse the corruption. While she's controlled by White Diamond in Change Your Mind, it appears that through White's assistance, Yellow can levitate items, create white capsules around other gems and transport them, and emit blasts of white energy. I'd assume some kind of white aura attack? Those hit with this white energy also become possessed by White Diamond, and join a sort of hive mind under her control. Also, she got that stretchy neck. Now, let's talk about real-life yellow diamonds. Diamonds are judged by the following factors: cut, clarity, and carat. Usually when judging diamonds, we're looking at the absence of color, hence the high and mighty nature of White Diamond in the series. Diamonds are composed of carbon and are held together by strong covalent bonds. When they're pure carbon and void of inclusions, they're colorless. If nitrogen replaces some of the carbon atoms, the nitrogen will bring in that yellow. Nitrogen is the most common impurity in diamonds. Yellow diamonds, often referred to as canary diamonds, are the most common of all colored diamonds and incredibly popular due to their price point. Their color can differ widely, and while these diamonds are found all over the world, the most intense yellow diamonds can be found in South Africa. The more vivid the yellow, the more expensive the yellow diamond. The name canary diamond refers to pure yellow diamonds with a strong yellow shade, meaning pure, intense yellow diamonds. While most folks know what canary means, the GIA, or Gemological Institute of America, will state in their description that a diamond is fancy yellow instead of canary, as a way to sort of rate the quality of color. On the GIA scale, you'll hear them graded as fancy light, fancy, fancy intense, fancy dark, fancy deep, and fancy vivid, according to their tone and saturation. I'm so excited for the cringe comments.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be so cringe.
Oh, man.
Suck it, internet. I'm listening to my boss.
Yeah, and she's fancy as
I'm so fancy! Diamonds are the hardest known natural substance. They're chemically resistant and have incredibly high thermal conductivity. That conductivity bit seems to really resonate with our electric diamond, not to mention the strength and resilience aspect. These properties are why diamonds are often used as cutting tools. Industrial diamonds that are used for cutting, grinding, drilling, or polishing are obviously not judged by those 3 C's I mentioned earlier. Rather, the hardness and conductivity qualities are much more important. Industrial diamonds are often crushed into abrasive powders. Yellow certainly is an abrasive, prickly character. It makes sense that these hardened, powerful diamonds are all about perfection and power. Ironically, yellow diamonds are associated with joy, happiness, and friendship. The color yellow itself is often associated with hope and optimism. Yellow diamonds have also been associated with Virgos. If you subscribe to astrology, you'll know that Virgos are orderly, analytical, and logical. Supposedly, one of the metaphysical properties that comes from wearing yellow diamonds is an increase in inner strength and gaining a balanced life filled with love and passion.
What are you talking about?
So beefed it a bit, eh, sugar? Now, once again, I think we're seeing the reverse of the imposed attributes we placed on gems. Or maybe this didn't have anything to do with Sugar's choice to make the military leader we've come to know yellow. What's important here is what you think, and if real-life yellow diamonds even came into play here. Of course, y'all, I'm just scratching the surface when it comes to Yellow Diamond. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much to everyone who's donating on Patreon, buying from TeePublic, and those of you just checking out the channel. For more Steven Universe videos, click to the left, or you can check us out on Roku or Plex. Thanks for watching! See you, Space Cowboy!